do. We'll then move into a personality quiz, and we'll take you through that. And then I'll go through some maybe job titles that we have here at Beaumont that might be suited to the different personalities that come through that personality test. So we'll start off here. So what is HR? So HR, it's all about managing the people within the organisation or the hospital. We have various groups. We've got nurses, doctors, porters, catering staff, everybody. So we manage all of those people. We get them into the hospital, and then we manage their life cycle through their roles and the different jobs that they do here, all the way up to when they finish with us or retire with us. And we also look at hiring, training, benefits, and then employee well-being as well. And within HR, there is quite a lot of diverse opportunities. So, obviously, when you think of a hospital, you think of doctors, nurses, healthcare assistants. But in order for a hospital to function, we need a lot more than that. We've got catering staff, IT staff, HR, finance, portering. There's so many more jobs that come than just your doctors, nurses, and healthcare assistants. Healthcare does offer a wide range of doctors, nurses, HR, finance, IT, catering, portering. The list really does go on. HR here at Beaumont Hospital has many career opportunities, different teams, and our overall HR function alone is quite a diverse team as well. So HR is made up of recruitment. We have a medical HR team that look after specifically our doctors, and we have a pensions department as well. We've got employee relations, which is the team that I would work at, and employment control, which is all about the data, statistics, and analytics element of HR across the hospital. So you really can find a job that suits you, not just within HR, but across the hospital as well. In HR, we really do want to make a difference. So HR professionals, we do try to create a very positive work style here at the hospital. We do support training, development opportunities for different employees across the hospital. So, the job that you start off in isn't always the job that you may retire on. There's different elements of different jobs that you do throughout your career here at the hospital as well. And we do have support employees who are different concerns that will contribute to them being happier in the workplace here at the hospital. So, your job does take up such a large part of your life. You're here a lot of time, 30, 40 hours a week. So we want you to be happy. We want to make sure that we are contributing to a really happier workplace as well. HR tries to hone in on important skills, communication, problem solving, negotiations. And these skills are really valuable about professionals and your personal life as well. Global opportunities, so outside of the hospital here, HR is a field that really does transcend across different borders. HR is a job that is done across the world, not just here in Ireland or not just here in the hospital as well. So you can go global or international after it as well. Creative and innovation, so HR professionals often get to think outside the box to enhance employee engagements, workplace cultures. So as I said, we want people to be happy when they're in the workplace, so there's a lot of work that goes behind that, looking at the different jobs, looking at how we can make different types of jobs happier as well, because what suits a doctor might necessarily suit working in HR or catering, so we're always looking at creative ways across the hospital and the different jobs that we are doing. And we really want to find new ways to motivate and retain that talent here that we do have at the hospital. We do want to help people as well, so HR allows you to support individuals in their professional growth, and you can positively impact others by providing guidance and helping them succeed. As I when you come into the hospital, the job that you do isn't necessarily the job that you'll retire on or finish on. There's loads that happens in between that life cycle as well that HR really do help support and develop our employees here. So as I said, we're going to do a personality quiz now, and I'll take you through that now in a minute, so we'll just ask these out. So if you just take one and then pass it on, and we'll get some pens here.
actually do have your puppy. Oh, you don't want to phone her. Yeah, it was just wild I was thinking her
Does everyone have a personality quiz? Yeah, put your hand up, we go. Me. And did everyone have a pen? Or does anyone need a pen? So I'll quickly take you through it. It's quite self-explanatory. But as I said, HR, obviously I want everybody here to have a job in HR, career in HR, but as I said, there is a hospital here with loads of different jobs. So this personality quiz will help you maybe give some guidance on what jobs might be suited based on your personalities. Does it start seat just over here, or just at the front here? You're just in time for personality quiz. So it says the personality quiz here. So you're going to score each section, and it's going to be scored on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's based on almost never, rarely, sometimes, frequently, or almost always. So depending on the sentence that goes under it, you'll score either 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5, whichever base suits on your needs. And what I will say is some of the questions are a little bit kind of based on the workplace or things like that. So just try adapt the question to school or maybe projects that you've worked on in school, and if there is ones that are solely dedicated to kind of like how you are in the workplace. So just think about your school aspect and how that question might adapt to that. So then once you've done all your scoring under each section, then you just put the total. So you can take the phones out and do the calculator that way, add up your totals, and then we'll go to the very end then after you've done each section and do all your totals and see which one you rate the highest in. Okay, so you go ahead and start there. If you have any questions, just pop your hand up on it and pop down to you. Okay, good group. So what I'll do now is I'm going to go through each of the personality types. And you guys will keep this personality quiz, so there isn't a lot more information on the different personalities within this document here, but I'll just summarise and I go through each one. And what I've done is I've added a few jobs underneath each section or each personality that we have here in the hospital that might be best suited to that personality. Of course, you know, anyone can go any route, any career type that they want, but it just gives you an indication of what might be best suited for you. So everyone that's done the table here, so as I said, you should have one that should be the highest. Sometimes people do have 2 or 3 that are all equally weighted in the highest section. But if you've got one, that will be a good indication of the type of personality that you have. So the first one here, the moral perfectionist. So this is personality type I. So in this personality, I don't feel comfortable and I try to relax. There's too much to be done. I have a lot of self-discipline. It seems to me that things are either right or wrong. I worry a lot and I do my best when working on a project, and I wish others would do the same. So that kind of summarises the personality of the moral perfectionist. So different jobs that you might consider would be, you know, you've quite a high standard for precision and attention to detail. So roles within HR, pharmacy, clinical engineering, I know you're meeting them later today, like a laboratory technician, receptionist, administration staff. So there are different jobs that might be best suited to the moral perfectionist. So something that you might consider if that is you. The next one that we have is the supportive advisor. So this is personality D. So when it comes to taking care of others, I don't know how or when to say no. Even people I don't know well, I share deep stuff with about their lives and me. I care with a great deal about what other people think of me. I worry a lot about being forgiven when I make mistakes. So this type of personality, you have a strong supportive communication style to assist patients and navigate the healthcare system. So jobs would be maybe a nurse, a psychologist, healthcare assistant, or even a porter. So there are different jobs that might be best suited to the supportive advisor. The next one then we have is type 3, the successful achiever. So this is personality E. So it's important for me to come across as a winner. I don't like when people slow me down. I'm a world champion multitasker, and I'm not one to talk much about my personal life. So in this personality, you might like a high level of responsibility, advanced education, and potential for specialisation and growth. So, you know, the successful achiever might be good at being a doctor, nurse, radiographer, or maybe in like a critical care or ICU setting type role. The next one we have is the romantic individualist. So I'm definitely not a fan of the ordinary. Some people think I'm aloof, but I'm really just unique. I'm very sensitive to criticism, and it takes me a while to get over it. I come up with one amazing creative idea after another. So in this personality, so you value authenticity, innovation, and expressing individuality. So roles like dietitian or roles within HR, facilities, or even the catering department might be best suited to that type of personality. Next one then is type 5, the intellectual thinker. So this is personality F. So within this then, I can take care of myself and think others could do the same. If I want people to know how I feel, I will tell them. Often I find it would rather observe than participate. I don't like big social gatherings. I'd rather be with a few people. So within this personality, so these type of people require deep critical thinking, extensive research, complex problem solving, and analytical skills. So roles within maybe a neuroscientist, pharmacist, physician, or even the finance department will be quite suited for these, the intellectual thinker. Next then we have is type 6, the loyal guardian. So this will be personality type B. So people say I'm loyal, understanding, funny, and compassionate. I don't like to find myself in unpredictable situations. It helps me to have things in some kind of order. I have to know people for a long time before I can really trust them. So within this personality, so you might like a high level of responsibility and focus on kind of safety and well-being of others. So roles within the health and safety officer, our security team, social worker, speech and language therapist, they're the type of roles that will be best suited for the loyal guardian. Next then we have is type 7, the entertaining optimist. So that is personality type G. So I'm optimistic to a fault. Variety and spontaneity are the spice of life. Other people think I am sure of myself, but I do have some doubts. Almost everything can be more fun and entertaining with a little bit of effort. So this type of personality involves interacting with people in a positive and creative manner. So healthcare assistants, HR, physio, or even occupational therapy, they're the type of roles that might be best suited for the entertaining optimistic. And then the last one then, type 8, which is the protective challenger or personality type H. So it's hard for me to trust people. Saying no isn't a problem for me. I don't like it when people beat around the bush. Don't mess with the people that I love. So these type of people are quite assertive and have a strong will to protect patients or others. So roles within maybe our emergency department or A&E, medical scientists, infection prevention and control, these might be best suited for the protective challenger. So these just give you an idea of different roles that you might consider. As I said, I do come from HR. I would love for a lot of people to come work within the HR department, but roles across our hospital is, where I'm most passionate about. And there is a role for nearly everybody within our hospital. As I said, it's not just doctors, nurses, healthcare assistants. We have a variety of supportive roles that do help run the business and function, make the hospital function every day. So I might just go through just to see, so personality type A, just pop your hands up how many scores highest in type A? Yeah? Only 1 or 2? Yeah, brilliant. Type B then? Yeah. Yeah, fantastic. Type C. Yeah, there's always one group that there's a lot of, yeah, fantastic. Personality type D. Yeah, 1 and 2, brilliant. Personality type E. Fantastic, yeah. Personality type F. Yeah. G. Oh, look, there's a G as well. Yeah. H. Oh, brilliant, thank you as well. And I. Fantastic, yeah. So it just gives you good indication. You can take this away with you today, have another read of it, and it's quite helpful to guide you. I know it's quite stressful if you're into UI and everyone's like, what are you going to do after school? Don't worry, there is time to figure it all out. So do take this with you, have a good read of it, it'll give you some kind of indication. And any final questions for me before I head off? No? Well, look, I said I wish you the best of luck. It is a great week that I do have plans here to organise. So do take out the opportunity.